We've talked about a number of exciting ES6 features, which are no longer really all that new, but they're still exciting. We're not over it yet because it just made JavaScript so much easier. So here's another good one, destructuring assignment. What the heck could that be? Let's make an object. Const sweets equals well, let's chocolate. What's your favorite chocolate sweet? Noah. Say that one more time. So, if Reese Witherspoon has a motorcycle, is it a Reese's motorcycle? No, it's Reese's motorcycle. It's Reese's peanut butter cup. Guys, say P-I-E-C-E-S. No. They even have a rhyming product name, so there's no mistaking it. There's no mistaking it. Okay, fine. What's your favorite non-chocolate sweet? Huh? Peeps? Okay, sure. And they go stale in approximately 5 seconds. All right, so point is, we've got an object now, right? So check this out. What if I wanted to make a variable called chocolate that held the value of chocolate out of that thing? I could do this. Const, curly braces, chocolate equals sweets. Oh, yeah. Totally works. So you can extract the values out of an object into individual variables using this syntax. And that may not seem like a super useful thing. It's more useful if you have more of them. Like, let's see, here's what everyone's eating in the morning. So I could say const lunch, comma, dinner equals meals. And now I've got variables lunch and dinner that contain the values out of the object. There are times when this is actually surprisingly handy to be able to do quickly. And one place where it's kind of nice is when you have props, because you can actually do that inside the argument list. So avatar only receives one prop, user. So instead of saying props up here, I could say curly brace user, and I'll just have a local variable called user. So instead of saying props.user, now I just say user. Has the added benefit of having all the props that you want actually listed in the function signature now. Yeah, it's complaining about that, which I think we got rid of. Oh, but they're still in here. So I could do this and have them both. You can also do something like this, which may seem unintuitive. So that means, okay, extract out user as its own variable, and then give me everything that's left, every other property, in another variable called props. So that's something you can do. We'll do it the other way, but something you can do. So I like this. I'm going to be using it a lot from here on out. So we have props.user here too. So I can put user in there, and instead of props.user, just say user. It's a little more useful when we have when we're using it over and over. Sometimes your JSX will just get full of these super long props.this and that. Yeah.
Can you go over like what putting user and code braces, what that means? What does that mean?
So you are destructuring whatever object is being put in. So there's an object being passed in here, right? And we were naming it props. Whatever we name it here is what name it's going to have, right? We arbitrarily chose props. But since it's an object, we can do the same destructuring that we did in the console just a minute ago and say that basically, if the object passed in here has a key called user, create a local variable called user that contains that value. So we're destructuring that object into local variables.
What if the value doesn't exist?
Then user will be null or undefined. Yeah.
Is it, let's say your prop has variable user and then user is also an object, so there's something inside there. Is it possible to pop out the nested ones?
So directly in one line, I'm not sure you could do that, but I could then say, const username equals or const username email equals user like that. So I could destructure it then. Yeah. So I want to start using this from now on, so I wanted to tell you about it so I would be allowed to start using it. Destructure props in avatar and user info.